Hi guys, g'day. Welcome to my channel, Chit Chat Down Under. How are you, my lovelies? Now today I've got something different. I have got a really nice little package here of cards, a little group of cards, and they have all been made using one 12 by 12 sheet of paper. That's right, one 12 by 12 sheet of paper. Now you can get between 7 and 8 cards out of one pack, and I will show you exactly how to do it. So we'll get straight into it. Now I have got pre-cut ones here around my table, but I will show you how to cut one out, and then we will use the pre-cut ones that I've got. So first of all, you'll need a cutting board, and I'm going to just simply use a sheet of blue paper because I will be making them up. Okay, so it's simply a 12 by 12 sheet of paper, and all we do is we are going to be using the same cards that we used yesterday, which are these cards, and these measure, let me get my little thing here that says how much they are. Okay, so they measure 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 inches. So they're 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. And all we're going to do is make up little 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. So, and you just make as many as you can. So we're just going to quickly do that. And you keep all these little scraps because they will be used as well. So then we go and make 4 1/4. Now you can make it, I make it 4. I will make it 4 because you will need a little bit shorter when you actually go to put it on your card. So that's perfect. So now we can go 4 1/4, do 4. It's up to you what you want to do. And this one will be slightly smaller, which is okay. So we now have 2. We've only got 6 here, but we don't need all of these. So we will have extras on each card. So now you decide, okay, what would I like? Because this obviously is the same, pretty much the same size. So we need to remove some. So now you just decide, okay, I'm going to make some patterns. And so we will keep these aside. So you just cut it any which way you like, guys. This is the whole process of what you're going to do. So you're going to be putting these cards back together, of course, and then you will find that, oops, just take that off. Now I will take a little snippet off this one because I won't be needing it all. I'll just do it down the bottom end, which is, I think, out of camera for you guys. Okay, so we have these pieces, and that will make one card. But we also have this extra little piece over, which will go with this little piece that we had over, and I will make these shorter. These will also be, now we can make these 4 1/4, and we will still have little snippets left over, and all of these little leftover bits we will use for the 7th card. Now you can also get 8 cards, and I will show you how. So this one will be probably, yeah, okay, so I might just leave that one as is. This one's perfectly the right size. So what we're going to do, you get one of these, and you will take out little circles out of this one, right? And you can take them out wherever you like, but I'm going to try and keep just to the outside because I want to use this for the 8th card, if you know what I mean. So for this one, you would actually put a different coloured paper underneath, which we will discuss later. And I don't think I have got a piece of colour. Oh, I might have. Okay, so this one will be another card. This one will be another card. So we're going to end up with 8 cards. Okay, so that was one. That's a little leftover bit. Now this one, we're just going to simply pop this, and we're just going to cut little strips. And my cutter absolutely hates these papers because they are that pack that I had. Now this is, I'll show you the pack that it comes out of. All the sheets of paper I'm using comes out of this pack, which is the Modern Boho 12 by 12, 48 sheets, printed cardstock. It's 160 GSM. It's Crafter's Choice, and I do believe that I got these from Spotlight. However, I don't think that they're any good because the paper is really, as you can see, the edges don't cut really sharply, but that's okay. Now I'm just showing you how to cut the pieces, so that's going to be a card. But I have already got I've got a different pack around the table here which I will be using because it will take me a bit of time. If I was to use this pack, then it would take me quite a bit of time to match up the picture, but I've already done that with the other pieces. Now we're going to go the opposite direction, and they can be thick, thin, however you want to do them. And you could also even do different patterns. You don't have to just go up and down. So that would be another card. So these pieces will all now make another card. And put them aside. And then we'll go and do another one of these ones. You can just simply do a straight out. We'll take the middle piece out of this one, like so. And like I said, guys, it doesn't have to be perfect. This now can go with the leftover bits that we will use. So that's a card. And then the last one, you could even leave that as is and maybe just take out the corners with your little rounder, or you could simply use one of these and just simply take out the corners like so. And then you could make that into a card like so. So that can be a card, just plain, and then you can just put something in the middle. Okay, so that's all of those. And now I will show you. So I'm not going to use those ones because it takes me too long to actually put them together, if you know what I mean. So what I'm going to do is we're going to use the cards, or maybe we should because I did cut them. Okay, we will. Okay, so the first one you got to find. Now I'm going to use these colours. So I'm going to have to, and actually I'm going to have to go and grab another card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'll just quickly grab another card because we're going to need an extra one. Okay, and we also have a pale pink. Okay, so now we will show you how to do them. So for this one has a little bit of red in it, so I'm going to pick the red for this one. And all we do, we make sure that you've got the card orientation correct. We make sure that the edges are nice and crisp. Doesn't matter if they aren't. So now you've got to decide, will I have a little border or won't I? And I always like to see a little bit of border. So we shall go ahead and glue that. And we will just simply bead and then fill in. Don't go right to the edge because the glue, as you press it down, will go to the edge, as you can see. And I've just filled up my glue pots because my last card video, they were quite empty. And now they are nice and full, which means that they flow nice and easily for you. And there's my dog Millie yelling at, she's barking at someone out there. There's a guy that walks past every single day and he wears a hoodie and he wears yellow clothes. And so he's got a yellow baggy pants on and a yellow jumper with a hoodie. And he wears the same clothes every single day. And he comes up the road every single day, multiple times. So next up, we're going to use this little holy one. Now you see how pretty that looks? We don't even need to put any backing on it because this is the perfect colour for it. Now, of course, if you were to use a different colour, it would look totally different. Even with the white, that's the pearl. That's quite pretty. And then you've got the yellow, the lighter yellow, you've got plain white, then you've got your light blue, which I don't think pops. And then, of course, you've got your orange, but I think that is the go, or the pearl. That's the two that I would choose, but I think this one looks the best. Okay, so we'll go ahead and glue that. And again, you don't need to go all the way to the edge, but you do need to go around each circle so that they do stick. So now this is something that you would normally throw away because you've punched holes out of it, and normally you would discard that because normally I would cut this side off and punch some more holes out of here. But I was thinking about it last night and I thought, well, yes, you can get 7 cards out of one sheet of 12 by 12, but technically you can get 8. So we're going to do, I'm going to call this one make between 7 or 8, because this one will be giving us 8. Now don't worry about the bit that sticks out on the bottom and top, because we will be cutting that little bit off. And there's no over, I thought it was sticking over, but it's not. Okay, so that's a card. And I will be showing you all of these at the end. Now we've got this one. Now I think that there's a little bit of that sort of colour happening. So we just see which way this goes. And I think we've got to go the other end. This is what I meant about having to sort out all the colours, but that's okay. So now you've got to decide, do you want to do it that way or do you want to do it this way? I think we'll go this way. Now you've got to check and see if you have any leeway with bordering. Yes, you can. You can have a little gap, so that I'm happy with that. We'll go ahead with it. So Millie is sitting outside the door here, and I've had to close it because when she barks it is quite loud. But she always sits where I am, so because I'm here in the craft room, she is sitting outside the craft room. And I've got the washing machine on, so the laundry door is closed. But that's okay. My husband's still in bed because he only got to bed at maybe 4 o'clock this morning. He's having trouble sleeping. I'm having trouble sleeping. I get up between 1 and 4 every morning. However, today I slept in for the first time in months. So he usually gets up a bit later because he comes to bed quite late. Now I'm only eyeballing this. I probably should have checked to see what the gap was properly, but that's okay, because if I find that I don't have enough room at the end to get the same gap. Now you don't have to have the same gap all over, guys. You can choose to have different gaps in between, which gives it a nice thing. Now see how I don't have enough, so I will just simply still go with the same size gap and just simply cut off the rest that I don't need, which is easy enough. So we will just do that. I will let that dry a little. But see how nice that looks? It's quite lovely. It's a nice paper pack, actually. The paper pack is really nice, the colours, but it's just the paper itself is not really good quality. So I think that's why sometimes I get these packs really cheap. And I was gluing stuff yesterday. I had trouble with my tripod the other day. It kept this little clip that's up the top here that holds the ring light to the actual tripod is made of plastic, of all things, which means when the weight of your phone is sitting on it, it keeps going down. And when you tighten it to make it not do that, the plastic little component of it cracked in 2 places completely through. So I've had to glue it with some of my E8000 And then I've clamped it with 2 zip ties, and I'm hoping it's already cracked. I can see that it's completely cracked open again, so yeah, I can see the tripod has already moved down. I do apologize, guys. It's going to be doing that, and I'm going to have to get another one because this is not a good idea. Okay, next up we have these little pieces, and we'll just work out the pattern first and see if we can get it right. So that's the thing, when you cut it like this, you have to try and find the puzzle pieces. So, okay, that's not going to work. It might be that one there. That's it. And then we got that one. And then we have, I don't know. I don't know. I hope you guys can see what I'm doing. Yeah, see, it's tipping away there. I do apologise. My inferior products. Okay, so these must go down here. Like so. Okay, so I think for this one we're going to use the light blue. And I like this. I'll have to go up because I know you're sagging there. I'm going to have to get a new tripod. So I won't be able to do any more of these videos until I get a new tripod, or I get my husband to make me a metal ring for that. And I like this bit here, so I will start down the bottom. So we will start with this one. And we will go here. Again, I'm leaving a little gap because I like that. Because you can decorate those with some gold strip or silver strip. And I think the blue does, the silver looks nice with the blue. However, I don't have any blue, so that won't be happening. But you see how many cards you can get from one sheet of paper. And you can, you don't have to do these patterns. You can pick any pattern you like. So when you make your little panels up, it's up to you how you want to make your panels. Whether you want to do zigzag pattern, cut the holes out, or do little wedges. Anything you like, guys. It's totally up to you. And that's where your creativity comes in. You don't have to do it the way I've done. I'm just giving you ideas. You let your creative juices flow and you will come up with your own creative little cards. And if you do use this method, please send me a photo and show me what you've created, because you might inspire me to do other things as well. So that way we help each other. And again, guys, I'm going to have a little bit left over, which is fine because we knew that we would. Now, instead of gluing this piece, I'm going to glue the piece that is going to be going in here so that I don't go over with my glue. And there you have it, guys. And then I'll just leave that sit for just a little bit, and then I will cut that piece off. So next up we have got the little dots, and I will use this one. So these, it's just simply because they're dots, it doesn't matter where you put them. So I'm just going to start by popping them on wherever I like. This one I'm only going to pop on into the corner. So, oops, I'm just going to pop it like that. And you don't have to have them, you know, fully onto the paper. You can, you don't have to. I like this one. It's got a pretty little swirl. I'm going to put this one on halfway. And you can reuse the piece that you cut off. Don't be throwing it out. You can just reuse it. And I will simply cut this one in half before I even do it. That saves me doing it later. Okay. Now, see how I've got this thing? Now, normally you would have that the other way around, and, or would you? Yeah, so normally I've got it on the wrong way because it keeps annoying me whenever I am gluing. See how it now goes the opposite way? It hangs down rather than, so it's harder to get there, so it's easier to hold. Anyway, I don't know if you have the same problem. I just like it out of my way. And see how that's giving a really nice little effect? It's quite cute. And we still have a few little patches to go. And we've got another one here. That's the last one. And now we will cut these other ones off. I think this would make a really good get well card because it's actually spotty, a bit like measles. So I thought that would be funny. Okay, and now we'll just glue these other ones on. And then you have a card. As simple as that, guys. As simple as that. This one I will put into the corner because it's got that corner piece. So you don't throw anything away, guys, nothing at all. I hope my tripod has not sunk down more. I hope you guys can see what I'm doing. And this one I will put over here. And that's it. You have a card. Just like that. Isn't that effective, guys? And what a nice, cute little card that is. I love that. Okay, next up we've got, I'll pop this one away. I will just cut this piece off now that it's dried a little. Okay, put those there. Now we have this one. And we have this card. Now this one we can just simply use it like that. Now I'm not going to use all of these because we have got other cards to make as well. That doesn't go there. That doesn't go there. Maybe this one. No. So this is why I didn't want to do it this way, because it's going to take me a while to figure out what goes where. I think that one goes there. And then we have, it's like a puzzle, guys. If you like puzzling. I think this one, I don't know. I don't know. Okay. Not sure which one goes there next. No, no, no. I bet you're yelling it out saying, that's the one you need. Okay, I can't see which piece is missing. Maybe I'm not doing it right. No, it must be the other way. Okay, that one looks like it might go there, yep. Okay, so this one goes here. And then we have maybe this one. No, the other way. And we'll do one more, which will be that one. Is that right? No. That way. No. Yes. No. That one. All right, we'll do that one. So this one goes with the other pile. So now we will... Now, I don't really want these two on there. I'll put that away. I'm going to have these, and I'm going to have bigger gaps because I don't really like it, but I'm going to do it this way. This card will be this way. So again, we just glue it on like so. And this time I will go right to the edge. And then I glue the other edge, because that way you are able to find the gaps easier. can work it out a bit better. Don't worry about any overhang because we will just simply snip them off. Now you don't have to have them, you don't have to have them, you can have them like that, you can have them like that, you could have them like that, or equal distance. I think we will do it like that, so that it's small, medium, large. My washing machine is singing at me. It's playing me a tune. It's finished. So I will be hanging up washing after I'm done with you guys. Okay. See, there's no rhyme or reason how you put this together. You do whatever you want. And there you have it. It's another card. We will put that aside. And there will be leftover bits here, which isn't a problem. We can just simply cut them away. Same on the other side. And that's it. And my scissors need cleaning. Got to get the glue off. Okay, grab another card. And now we have these pieces all left over, which we will be making 2 cards out of. And these will just be random. Oh no, we've still got this one as well. So we could actually get 9 cards out of this. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We will be making 8. We could do 9. So this one I'm just going to glue. This one, the glue, I think will be sticking out a little bit, but that's okay. I hope this tripod holds out till the end of this little session. I hope I have pressed play, because it's really awkward when you're using a tripod. Now, which way is my card? Okay, so we shall pop it straight on, and that's quite nice. I like that. Very simple yet effective. It's quite nice. So that's another one. And now we have this one, and we are just going to randomly place these pieces onto the card. So we will end up with 8. We could have done 9. We probably could have done 9 cards realistically, but that's okay. We're not gonna worry about that. So I'm just going to place that up there. Now it opens that way, so that will be the top. And then we simply just grab our little pieces and we will randomly place them all over the card. Because these are your leftover bits, guys. So these will hang over because we do want to cut those bits off. So we're not throwing anything away, which I really like. I love recycling. And I love when you have, actually I'll turn that around because that's the same as that and we don't want that. So I'll change that around like that. And of course, once you put your little pros on, the little bit that says what you want to say to the person, that's not sticking properly because I didn't put enough glue on that edge. So this is where you can just have fun and just put it all over your card. Doesn't matter where it ends up, just place it wherever you want. And sometimes they make some of the nicest cards. So you see what I'm doing, guys? It's just all over the place. And It's early morning. It is now 9 o'clock in the morning, which is lovely. It's going to be another bright day, I'm sure. Actually, I don't like that bit. I don't like how it's too much gap there. I'll just stick it here like that. For some reason, I didn't like the gap there, guys. Good thing about these cards is, as you can see, the PVA glue just comes off easily. It's beautiful. And we might do one here, but I will cut a piece off, which will be this little piece here, so that it doesn't have to go the full length of the page, guys. You're not restrained by anything like that. And then this little piece I will cut here. So you can get some really good ideas just watching somebody else make cards. Just gives you inspiration. And I'm hoping that I do that for you today. And yes, this one looks messy, but once you cut the edges off, it will look quite nice. Make it look like it's coming out of there. And we still have this little strip here, which I will maybe just use a piece there. And it's already got a beautiful straight line on there, so I can use that to my advantage. And then what I'm going to do, I think it needs something about there, so I will cut that little strip off. And all I do is I just score it with my thing like that. And then I'm able to cut that, glue it, pop it on, see what you got. Okay, so now I just line that up. And then I'm going to put this little piece here. Oops. And yep, I like that there. So it makes no sense. This whole card is just random bits of paper placed here, there, and everywhere. But once you put a little prose on there, it will be quite lovely. And I might put maybe, no, I'm happy. I think I'll leave it. That's it. We'll leave that. So that's all that's left of that 12 by 12, which I will throw in the bin. That's all I need. Okay. So now we just cut these little pieces off. So there's not much waste, and this is also going in the bin, these little pieces. It's got glue on it, so I'll get rid of it. And once you tidy it up, the card transforms into something pretty. Because now it just looks a hot mess. So if you've got sheets of paper that you're not real keen on, because there are sometimes when you buy a paper pack, there sometimes are sheets in there that you're not particularly fond of. And then you can just randomly make cards like this, which will, one, use up all your card stock, and two, you will end up with a card that you didn't expect you would get. So have a look at that. That's the card that we ended up with. So now I have here a few little proses which we will use, and for this one I'm going to put wishing you a lifetime of love and happiness, and I have already gone and stuck them down on some black paper. Now I'm simply going to put some of these little dots on, and I like that they are small because we can place them wherever we like. and then we can simply place this onto our picture, our card, making sure we know which way it opens. And I don't have my stampy bits, so I will stamp these cards when I'm done. I'm just taking all the little bits off the back of the little stickers, guys. And it's so peaceful here. I cannot do a video when my husband and son are chatting together because they just are just so loud. Okay, and that's the card. And now you can, I will also finish that one off with, I have my trusty book here, and I will look for some strips. Now, I wish I had some silver ones left, but I don't, because I seem to find the silver ones really pop. But I will have to go with the gold, unfortunately. Okay, so we will just use some of this, and we may use some of this. Okay, my nose is getting drippy. So that's the first card pretty much done. I will just put a little bit of that, a little stripping on. And all I will do is put a strip here, like so. And that should fit here. And you just put a little bit more. We have another little strip. And we just finish that off like that. And then that card is done. There you go. That's the first one done, guys. That's number one. Now we will decorate this one. Now this one, what will I put on there? Now this, see, this is very empty. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little picture, a little scenery on there. And I have got these rolls. Now these are PET tapes, which is capital P, capital E, capital T. So PET tapes. And no, I don't like those ones. Not for this colour. Alright, what can I put on there? Just trying to think what I can use on this one. Okay, let's have a look, let's have a look. No, maybe these ones, okay. So we can use a scenery because it's so big. And, oh, I like that one. Okay, we're going to use this one. And these pet stickers are really good. They make really nice little sceneries. And we can just simply peel that off. And that will sit beautifully in the middle there. And this is how easy it is to make a card, guys. I'm going to line that up as best I can, just eyeballing. Oops. And the good thing about it is they do come off. I just want to see how far up they go. Okay. There we go. And there we have a nice card, and that blends in quite well with that background. I didn't line it up perfectly. Yeah, that's gonna do me in. I'm sorry, my OCD or CDO. It's got, no, I'll leave it. We can fix it up with tape. Okay, and then I just simply place some tape, and we will make sure that the tape is straight. Oops, no, I won't worry about it. Okay, we'll leave that. That's fine. And then you can just simply say hello. So that's that one. I'll just pop these away, out of the way. Out of the way, out of the way, out of the way now. Okay. Just going to pop this on. I hope you can still see and it hasn't gone down too far. I'm going to have to get myself a new tripod or something. Or get my husband to get me a piece that's metal that won't crack. Because that's completely cracked, that thing. I've glued it and it's just not going to hold. So if you fall over, I do apologise. There we go. That's another card. Next up we have this one. And for this one, I'm going to use some strips. And I'm just going to go one here, like that. And then we're going to go one here, like that. And again, it's a little bit short. And it's really hard for me to line this up because I'm sitting quite a bit back from where you guys are, where the tripod is. And it's really hard for me to line up where you guys are. And I don't have a strip. Oh, yes, we do. Is that the same? No. That's not the same. Oh, it is sort of, kind of. Okay, we'll have to use that one. It's not the same. But it will do. It will do, little pig. That'll do. It's not quite the same, but it's very similar. And you won't notice that. Well, you know it's that, but nobody else will. Okay, so we've got that one. Just putting all these other bits away. And then I'm simply going to put on there, just for you. And they just turn out so nice. I mean, you've got 8 cards out of 1 sheet of paper. And you could possibly even get 9, even if you, you know, play differently with your papers. You don't have to fill the page up fully. There you go, that's another card. Next up, we have this little beauty. I'm going to use this one like so. And we are just going to put, now, very Australian, love ya. So we will just do that. Now, with this one, I think I might just do a few of these. I'll just do these sideways because I can't work the other way. So we're just going to go to there, not the full length. And then we'll grab another piece. And we will go here. Now remember guys, this is not set in stone how you've got to do this, okay? We are just creating. So we again leave one and then we go to this one. And look at that. Perfect. Just a tiny little piece has to come off. Just that little piece there. And now we have a card. And then we're just going to put this little one on. Australians really like to say, love ya. Very Australian. So I will put that on. Like so. Love ya. There we go, that's a card. Then we will do the spotty. We will do the spotty one. Actually, no, this isn't the spotty one. This one I'm going to do like this as well. This one I'm just going to put some strips on straight across. And then we're going to go straight across. Now these designs, I obviously have just come up with this myself, guys. So I just had a piece of paper and I thought, how many cards can I get out of 1 sheet? And I just played around with it. And that's how many I got out of it. yeah, I will go all the way from top to bottom. And I will grab a separate one for this. Oops, come on, out you come. There you go. And another one here. Oops, a little bit further, I think. Is that straight? No, I will fix that. As I said, I'm leaning over to do this so that I can show you, because of this tripod is on the other, it's attached to the other side of the table, and it's hard for me to do it because I'm not sitting directly in front of it. I will turn that around and I will try this again. That's straight now. Okay, that's a bit better. And then we will put on there, I don't have any pros for this, so I have got some that I will leave blank. So you can put on whatever you want on there. I haven't got anything handy that I can pop on, I don't think, no. So I will leave that one blank for now. I will put something on it later. And now we have these cards. I'm going to leave some blank because some people don't like having anything written on them. So that's fine. Okay, these ones I will put some strips down the middle. So we go from there. And that way that edge, which is a little bit rough, we can cover that up with the sticker like that. And the next one we will put here. And there you have. Now you don't have to, you can come in a bit, which is what I might do, so that looks like an arrow. You see what I mean? So it comes into a point and that gives it a nice effect. We then remove these little bits. And there we have our card. Now, it depends on how you want this card to be. Do you want it to be this way? Or do you want it to be that way? I think that way looks better. And I will have to find some wording or something to go on there. So we will come back to that one. And then we have this one. And this one we were going to put Be Well My Friend. So we will go ahead and put that on. Now before we do, we can go ahead and put some of our little things on. We can put these on. These are simply just little stickers that can go on, which will fill the little gaps with some little love hearts and things, little stars, little flowers. Put another star. And it just fills in the little gaps and gives it a bit of interest. Now we can do that with that other one too, that one there, but we won't. Okay, that just fills that in. And then we simply put these on. And I'm just going to go quickly. And then we just take the backings off. Like that. Like that. And we just pop that in the middle like that. There. Yeah, I'll go that way. There we go. In the middle. Yep. Be well, my friend. Okay, next we have the last card. This is our last one. And this one I might do, let's go for the love heart strip. Okay, So this one, we have a love heart strip. And then we have a plain. And we have another love heart. Like so. And I think that's quite nice just as is. Let me just cut those off. These are too small to keep, but these ones are okay to keep. Because you might end up just needing that little strip. So we do keep these lengths because they can be the little bit that you need at the end. And I've got stickers all over me. And there we go. There's just a little bit of insert there. Take that off like that. Little star from the other one. Take that off. Alrighty, and there we have our cards. So we have this one. We have that one. We have this one. Now this one definitely still needs something. I will put a little strip in the middle. I'll put that in the middle there. But we do need to put a little prose on here. Or a little greeting, I should say. It does need a little greeting, guys. It definitely needs a greeting. Now, this one would remind me, if you were to put a big star here, you can put "You're out of this world" or something like that. Okay, so there's that one. There's that one. There's that one. That one. That one. And that one. All from one card. All from one piece of 12 by 12. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial as much as I have enjoyed showing you some ideas on how to make cards. Now obviously these ones aren't finished, they will need finishing, but this is just a basic card, and I hope that it has taught you something. And if you do make some of these cards, send me a little message at my email address, or send me a card with a photo of what you've created, and I would really get a lot of enjoyment out of that to see how creative you have been. Anyway, guys, always be nice, be kind, treat people the way that you want to be treated, and I will see you next time when I'm looking straight back at you. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.